Good morning. How are you today? That's good to hear. I'm starting to feel a whole lot better now that the weather is starting to get nicer outside. This spring has kind of seemed to come and go this year, hasn't it? That always makes me feel a little bit down in the dumps, but I'm so glad that the nice weather is back. So, last week we talked about Earth Day and being a good shepherd to those around us. Do you remember? How we talked about Jesus being our good shepherd, leading the flock, and then after him, how it was our job to love and care and keep people safe, right? We talked about Aiden and how he stands up for our environment and climate through activism. Making the earth a safe and healthy place for years to come is a great way to show people around you that you love them. This week, I wanted to talk to you about talents. What is your talent? Everybody has a talent. Maybe it's something that's small and only you see, or maybe it's something that you share with the whole world. I know for a fact in our group, in our midst, that there's lots of great gardeners. Or maybe some of you can make a TikTok video like nobody else can. Do you draw or sing or dance? Are you the best road hockey player on the team? Sharing our talents, even if it is something small, is special that we can feel proud of, even if it is only little and only you see it. Maybe your talent is the dream that you want to dance. This week's dreamer that I would like to highlight is Peace Akinte. Peace is an African-born Saskatchewanian who has just been named the 2021 Saskatchewan Youth Poet Laureate. She recently graduated high school, where she first started her journey into poetry. Being the Poet Laureate means that Peace was selected from a whole group of youth in Saskatchewan to represent youth of Saskatchewan in the arts and to promote writing and poetry in our province and all across Canada. She is a performer, a public speaker, and an activist on racial and youth justice issues. Peace is a young woman who has goals of bringing together artists to celebrate and promote art of all forms. As a Black woman, Peace is passionate about racial justice and dances her dream of racial equality and fighting racism through the arts. She talks in interviews about growing up in Africa and listening to storytelling around her home and around the fireplaces in her village, and how that tradition of storytelling sparked her love of writing. And then when she got to Saskatchewan, how her love of poetry was born in her English class. Peace writes about change and about acceptance and hard things that BIPOC people go through in Canada and around the world. She writes about the racism that they face and her dreams for the change that she wants to see. She speaks about young people and how they can play a huge part in changing the world and being the change that she wants to see. Peace uses her talents in writing to dance her dreams. So what about your talents? If you share them, you're never going to know who it might touch and where it might take you. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye. To end our time together today, I wanted to share with you one of Peace Akinte's poems. She speaks about the color of her skin and the experience of being a person of color in our world. So this is Rainbow by Peace Akinte. If you didn't know, I'm a woman of color. My snowy white skin is splattered with dirt. The sun loved me too much, so it gave me a hug. I took so many chocolates it reflects on my skin. I am the pound cake that was left on too long, but I am the gingerbread cookie that came out just right, golden brown. I am the color of the beginning of the earth. Before humans stepped foot on the ground, I was the ground. I am the color of ash wood that you cut down to make books. I am the color of roots beneath the blooming rose. I have no place in the sky with the primary colors. Down here on earth, I'm alive. I am the color of the darkest night, where dreams visit me before the dawn of light. I am the golden speck in the eye of a brown girl who never thought they were special until the sun hit them just right. I'm the color of hot cocoa after a hard day of work, making friends with sweet marshmallows and the occasional crisp donut. I'm the color of an eagle feather, an owl's freshly shaved wood. My color is the scent of musky masculinity, of the myth or the story that has not yet crossed our ears, but lives inside our hearts. Just like how my ancestors fell in love with the sun and painted their skin with natural pigments of Mother Earth, just like the trees give way to the leaves, never forgetting the kindness of the air, yet wallowing in its glory, so will I. I am not part of the color of a rainbow. Both ends of the rainbow will always touch me. I am the color of life, soul, particles soon are forgotten, stories, cultures. I was kissed by the sun before I was born. I will return to the earth to blend with nature. My body will help begin a new cycle. My color will always continue to be seen. So before you ask where I am really from, ask yourself where I haven't been. What other color would correspond with every shade, only to be forgotten and mistrusted, only making love with the sky and the clouds over the horizon? I like to think that my skin was sculpted from rocks, beautiful, a word I never thought to associate myself with. But thank God I realized that Earth was not born in 2 days, so my skin will always be outdoing itself. Now you know, I am a woman of color. That does not mean I'm perfect, but I am part of the rainbow.